All right. Good evening, everyone. So, tonight I'm going to be doing a new moon in Gemini reading. So, before I begin, just want to introduce myself. My name is Ashley. I am somewhat new to the YouTube streets. This is the Intuitive Wellness Studio Tarot channel. I am a tarot reader, life coach, spiritual coach, and basically the energy. I just wanted to tap into the energy for tonight with this new moon cycle in Gemini. It's funny because I don't like to manifest in every moon phase because to me certain moon phases are not that significant to me. And at first I wasn't going to manifest or anything with the Gemini new moon because to me Gemini represents two things: communication and love. Because in the tarot deck, Gemini energy represents the twins, which is Adam and Eve. In the spiritual community or in a tarot deck, they're supposed to be known as the first twin flames. But to me, it's like that energy is not really powerful enough to manifest. Because in my opinion, I think the more powerful, I guess, zodiac signs to tap into is like earth energy or fire energy. Because to me, earth represents pentacles, money, stability, finances, growth and expansion, investments. And when it comes to fire energy, that's like you getting inspiration to pursue your passions, to pursue your goals, start that business, go backpacking to Europe for like a month or whatever. Just, taking a chance, taking a leap of faith, just doing it and not even thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like just going for it, just being very like a go-getter kind of thing. And mainly being just, creative, trying to get those creative juices flowing, because fire signs can be very passionate and creative people when it comes to like art, like music and dance and just whatever, just using your creativity. But when I thought about the Gemini new moon, I was like, what in the world can I like manifest? Because I'm not trying to manifest love, because to be honest, I don't really believe in manifesting love, if that makes sense, because to me it's too close to a love spell. And this is just my opinion. What is for me will come to me. I don't have to do anything extra, if that makes sense. Like, I don't believe in trying to channel or manifest a certain person just because I want them. That don't mean that they want me. And to me, that kind of messes with someone's free will, if you will. And I don't want to tap into that territory, because to me, that's why I don't deal with love spells, because to me, you're forcing something that's not meant to be. Because if it's meant to be, you wouldn't have to do that. You see what I'm saying? Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with just opening yourself up to, I guess, people to just come to you in general, just channeling just energy in general. But you still got to be careful with that, because once you open up that channel, anything can come through. And you might be channeling some person that is not for your highest good. So that's why I think it's best to, if you want to do any type of spell work in the regards of love, I think you should work on your self-care and self-love. Focus on that. Focus on you. Because at the end of the day, you can only control yourself. Okay? So be careful with that stuff. Because I'm not a big fan of, oh, you just got to manifest your man. No, you don't. That's not how that works. What is meant for you is meant for you. You don't have to draw nothing to you like that. The only thing you should be drawing to you is opportunities, like job opportunities, financial opportunities or just funds, money, blessings like that. When it comes to actual people, that's messing with free will, if that makes sense. But my whole point is, I decided that I'm going to manifest basically my dream soft life. And basically what that means is like, because like I said, I'm not trying to channel love, but I am trying to channel self-love, if that makes sense. Like, I want to basically create the life that I want for myself. And I'm just speaking to the ladies right now. Sometimes, and it's funny because I just had this epiphany myself. Sometimes I think that we get so caught up in waiting for a man to come in our lives just to be able to further progress and grow in our life, if that makes sense. Like, I really felt like, I feel like I've been holding back a little bit with certain things, all because I didn't have a romantic partner in my life. And I'm like, why on earth was I doing that? Because in a way, it's like, I would like to have a romantic partner, but it wasn't like top priority. But then when I thought about it, I was like, I think subconsciously it still was. And so I was like, there's more important things for me to be thinking about and worrying about than a man. Like, I'm about to be 40 this year in November 20th. Big up to the Scorpios. And I was like, I need to be focusing on, building my savings, focusing on my retirement, building up that plan for my retirement, and, creating that nest egg for myself. Because I used to be married and I'm no longer married. So now I really have to make sure I'm okay in the near future. Plus, I don't have children. I just have a niece. And I have to make sure I'm okay in my, golden years. So, I've got plenty of things I need to be focusing on and worrying about besides a man. Like, I need to finish doing some stuff in my house, like buying more furniture. Like, I want to get my deck worked on. I need to buy some new appliances and just different things for my home. Like, I would like to travel more. I have done some traveling in my life, but not the way that I feel like I should be when I'm a child-free woman. That, and just getting into my hobbies and my interests, because I've been really wanting to, get into audiobooks with, certain books. Because certain books that I want to read, man, they're just way too thick. And I'm not a huge reader. I will read, but I'm not one of those people where I'm always got a book in my hand. But I just feel like I want to tap into audiobooks. Like, I want to get back into playing my flute again, because I'm a flute player. Like, I want to focus on my side hustles. Like, I really want to make those like some serious extra income. Hang out with my friends more, because I don't get the chance to hang out with my friends the way I want to, for multiple reasons. Finances, time, I'm trying to think what else. And I just want to create a life where I can just do whatever whenever I want to. Like, I want to get to a point where if I want to go shopping, I'm going to go shopping, because I just got the money and I don't have to think about it. I don't have to budget for it. I don't have to plan and organize and put the money to the side. I can just fucking do it. If I want to go to, a spa treatment, I could just fucking do it. If I want to do like a quick little weekend getaway, I could just fucking do it. Like, I just want to be able to do shit at the drop of a dime, because I got the money. And I ain't got to think about it, because the money is there and it will always be there. I want to get to that financial freedom, and this is the other thing. And this is one thing that I've learned watching this one YouTuber. Her name is Yvette Renee. Please check her out. She is an African-American woman. I don't think she's said that she's a life coach, but she basically pretty much is. She is a phenomenal woman. Please check out her YouTube channel, because she is amazing. She is amazing, okay? Like, she really be dropping some gems. And I remember, you know, in a few of her videos, she said that, you know, us women, we really not need to stop thinking that a soft life can come from a man. No, we can create that ourselves. It doesn't have to come from a man. We can create that ourselves, you know? So that's basically what I'm going to be manifesting and trying to draw that type of thing towards me, because I just want to, this is my thing. When I get older, I want to be able to look back on my life and be like, you know what? I did exactly what I wanted to do. I feel good about everything that I've done in my life. I'm good. I've achieved and accomplished everything that I was supposed to do while I was on this earth. I do not want to look back on my life and be like, damn, I should have traveled to Europe. I should have went to Africa. You know, I should have started that hobby. You know, I should have did this. I don't want to live my life like that. I want to look back on my life and be like, I did that and I have no regrets. Anyways, let me get back into the reading. You know, it's funny because I was like thinking about this stuff when I was on my way to my sister's house and back home, and I really do feel like it was on my heart to share that with whoever, because I really do feel like, and to be honest, this message is really not just for women. It's for a man too. Like, you don't have to, like, I really do feel like society has really programmed us to think that we are nothing without a romantic partner. That is not true. Like, we were something when we were children and when we were young adults and things. We were something then. So why is it that when we become full-fledged adults, like in our 30s, why does that make us like insignificant and not important just because we don't have a romantic partner? We're still the same person. You know, we were significant when we were younger, but now that we're older, we're nothing without a romantic partner. That doesn't make any sense. But anyways, so I'm gonna get into this reading. I just want to tap in to see what the energy is for this new moon, and just to put it out there, like I was saying, I feel like with this new moon, this represents communication, the lovers. Now, you could be wanting communication with a loved one, and it doesn't really have to be an actual romantic partner. It could be a business partner, it could be a best friend, or a family member that you're really close to, but normally it's a romantic partner. But it could also represent communication, and maybe it could represent good communication, like loving, kind, heartfelt communication. So let's see what the energy is for this new moon. And like I always say, when it comes to new moons, it always reveals what a blockage is in your life right now. So right now, maybe you feel blocked in some type of communication, maybe in regards of love or some type of romantic partnership. Or I'm even channeling that maybe you could actually be a twin with someone, and maybe you and your twin are not, in communication. And I'm talking about like a twin sibling, not like a twin flame. Because to be honest, I don't believe in twin flames. Like, okay, it's not that I don't believe in twin flames. It's just, in my opinion, I think twin flames are not meant to be together. Like, I think they're meant to cross paths, and you're supposed to have that experience, and then you're supposed to part ways because you're supposed to learn lessons, and you're supposed to, that's supposed to be your catalyst to get on your spiritual healing journey so that you can be the best version of yourself. I don't think you're really meant to be with that person. Now, if you want to be with that person, that's your decision. Me personally, I did run into mine, and I'm good. I'm good. That's all I can say is I'm good. But anyways, to each his own on that. But I personally feel like you're not meant to be together. I think that you're supposed to just learn the lessons, grow, heal, expand, and move forward in life. But Spirit, can I get some clarifying messages for the collective? And this doesn't have to be for anyone that's a Gemini. This is just a collective reading. Also, Geminis are mutable signs. Just to put it out there. So, and it's funny because I just said Geminis are mutable signs. New moon, like I said, I feel like this could be, I'm kind of channeling that this could be about communication that's blocked. What kind of communication, I'm not sure, but we'll see. It could be romantic, but let's see. Spirit, Holy Father, Holy Mother, I think some clarifying messages for the collective on what they can expect with this new moon cycle in Gemini. Like, what are the messages? What do they need to know? What are the blockages that they need to work on to unblock themselves? Can I get some clarifying messages, please? I think, okay, that flew the hell out. I'm not going to be long because it's already been long. Interesting. Very interesting. I feel like... Interesting. Yeah. I didn't want all these cards to come out, but I felt like I had to pull it. So, I'm sensing different energies here. Because I got Cardinal Moon, I got Aries, I've got Fixed Moon. So, whoever I'm channeling, you could be a Cardinal sign. And Cardinal, I'm trying to remember because I know Fixed like the back of my hand because I am a fixed sign. But Cardinal, I believe, is Aries, which is funny because Aries popped up. So this, I'm sensing heavy Aries energy with this full moon and eclipse. It's like 3 Aries energy. It was fire energy, but it's Aries. I believe it's Capricorn, Libra, and Cancer. That's Cardinal. But I'm mainly getting Aries here. And then I see Fixed Moon, which is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So this could be about a cardinal sign and a fixed sign. I kind of get the feeling that the Aries is a male and the fixed could be a woman. So I'm getting with these cards that I'm kind of doing the reading a little bit different because I'm trying to hurry up. I'm definitely getting communication, but I'm kind of getting that it's been some passionate communication between you two. And I think that's one of the reasons why there's a blockage, because it's interesting because the overall energy is new moon in Aries and this is blocked. So I kind of get the feeling that there's a separation right now between you two. And I think it's because this Aries, when you two have a conversation, it gets pretty heated. And let me tell you something. When it comes to fire signs, my God, they are very quick to anger. I don't know if that's because they're fire signs, but baby, it's like a pow, and I'm like, what the hell's going on here? But the first card, it says, can't talk. Be bold and make the first move. Damn. I'm kind of getting whoever this is, they stumble across their words because they talk so fast. Like, I feel like I can't talk right now. Like, they can't get their shit out. I don't know. I'm kind of sensing this this fire sign, it's an Aries. It's like they have so much to say, but they can't get it out, and it just turns into an argument somehow. I'm not sure what that's all about. All I can say is whoever I'm channeling, this Aries, I kind of get the feeling that whoever you are, I think you struggle with communication. And let me tell you something, communication is hard. It is hard. At almost 40, I actively work on my communication skills. Like, I actively am cautious and self-aware about how I come off when I communicate, because sometimes I can trip up on my words, like I'm doing it right now. I can trip up on my words. I can sometimes talk too fast. I can sometimes talk too low, or sometimes I can't get my thoughts out properly or whatever. Communication is hard. It's really, really hard. So, over the years, I have just worked on it. I've practiced it. I've tried to get better with it. I've tried to be more self-aware on certain things. And I think that could possibly help you out. Or I don't really know if there's such thing as counseling on communication, but if there is, I guess I would recommend that. Or maybe you can practice with some people that you know, because that's the best way to really get better with communication, is to open yourself up to other people and just try to start a conversation or whatever. But don't get me wrong, it's hard. It says conclusions are within reach, which is the full moon and eclipse. And then it says it's a time to take action, new moon in Aries. Yeah, I feel like you've been kind of silent, this Aries. I kind of get the feeling that you feel a little discouraged and defeated when it comes to communication, especially with this partner of yours. I'm hearing that you just can't get out what you really want to say. Like, you always end up making things worse. That's what I'm hearing. And then after the conversation, it's like you beat yourself up because you be like, damn, why did I say that? I didn't mean to say it like that. Why did I say it like that? It's like you're really overplaying. Because with this card, I'm sensing 9 of Wands, and 9 of Wands can represent the wounded warrior. And I just feel like you feel so wounded after conversations with your significant other. It's almost like, what the hell was the point of us having a conversation? Because I just fucked that all the way up. I think that you just need to just take a chill pill, just relax, because I'm getting 3 of Wands right now. Maybe what you could try doing is maybe just listening to what your partner says, or maybe you can go to like some type of couples therapy. That way you can have the therapist mediate a conversation that truly needs to be had, because I feel like you really want to have a conversation with your significant other. It's just, for some reason, you are just really bad at communication to the point where it turns into an argument. And I don't think you really mean for it to happen that way, but I think, fire signs, like I said, you're like a match, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just poof, it's like you just strike it and it's just poof and hot, I don't know. It's funny because my sister and my father, they're Sagittarius, which is a fire sign, and my niece, she's a Leo, which is a fire sign. And for some reason, I love Leo men. It's just my weakness, and they're the same damn way too. It's just like a match. It's like poof, and I'm like, what the hell happened? I don't know what happened, but yeah. So it says first quarter moon, your commitment is being tested, and whenever I see blue, represents communication, and I'm getting that this is serious communication, because this is like a dark blue. Like, this is communication that needs to happen. And I'm getting 2 of Cups here, so this is definitely a lover situation with both cards. Whenever I see these types of cards, I'm always getting 2 of Cups, because I'm getting yin and yang, light and dark. And then it says hold your vision with the fixed moon. So, and then at the bottom of the deck, it says expect powerful change. The thing is, I feel like something positive can happen, but you gotta bust a move though. You gotta bust a move. I'm also getting that you're a little worried that your significant other doesn't want to talk to you at this point, because the communication between you two is just so rough, and you're afraid that they don't even want to talk to you at this point. I get the feeling that the person does want to talk to you. It's just, they just don't understand why you can't talk to them. it's like they're looking at you like, what the hell is wrong with this person? Like, why can't we just have a normal conversation? Because no shade to you, but it is you, you know, because the other person is just sitting there calm, and they're like, I don't know what the hell just happened. I just said one thing, and this person just blew the hell up. I'm also hearing that maybe you might want to go to therapy yourself individually, because maybe you might have some anger issues that you need to address. Like, I don't think you're like violent, like you're not going to put your hands on anybody. I just think that you might want to figure out why you respond the way that you do when you talk to certain people, especially someone that you love. Because if you love this person, why are you talking to them so aggressively and harsh, and why does it turn into an argument, especially if it didn't need to be that way? You know what I mean? So you might want to seek some counseling and therapy on that, because I hate to say this, but I mean, to be honest, any gender could really have this, but I just noticed that sometimes men can have it more. Women can too, but at the end of the day, men are stronger than women, so you got to control that anger before you hurt somebody. Not saying that you want to, but you just never know when emotions get too high, you know? But I just feel like if you just step out on faith, and I really think that you should get some type of counseling, some type of mediator, if you can't do it by yourself. Excuse me. But I also think you should seek some type of counseling on your own, because like I said, you might want to figure out what is causing you to communicate like this with your significant other, because it should never you should never just fly off the handle like that. You know what I'm saying? That's not normal. You know what I mean? Like, especially if the person didn't do anything to cause you to respond like that. You know what I mean? And just to give an example, because some of y'all might be like, well, what do you mean? Like, prime example, if someone asks you a simple question like, hey, what are you thinking about eating for dinner tonight? If your response is, oh my God, why are you always fucking asking me that? Oh my God, well, I don't know. Why don't you figure it out? That's not normal. You need to seek some help about that, because there's no reason for you to have respond like that to that person. You see what I'm saying? So I hope that helps. And maybe during this new moon, maybe you can channel better communication skills, like being calmer or not responding in such a crazy aggressive way or something. I don't know. But it's interesting because I never done that before or suggested that to somebody, but I'm feeling like that's what the message is. So, but to be honest, I wouldn't even channel that. I would just seek some counseling and some assistance with that, some help, because you just never know who you might pop off on one day, and it might be just that right one, and it might get you jammed up, and you don't want to get jammed up. Okay? Might want to watch that temper, I guess. So that is the reading. And if this didn't resonate, that's fine. I'll be doing other readings this week. So Juneteenth is coming up, and so is Father's Day. So I will be doing readings for those two things this week. I'm not sure what day, but I'll probably do the Juneteenth first reading, and then Father's Day after that. So Juneteenth is on Friday, so I'll probably do that reading on Wednesday, and then Father's Day is on Sunday, so I'll probably do that reading on Friday, because I'm doing stuff. I also want to do a Pride reading too, because it is Pride Month, and I do not want to single out that community. I think it is important to address that, because even though I'm just an ally, like I said, I have a lot of family that is in that community, and I just feel like I need to recognize that, because like I said, I know a lot of people that I love in that community. So Everyone have a good night. Have a good week. And I'll see you Wednesday. And don't forget about the specials. I know I've been talking about the specials all month. All of Gemini season, free birthday readings if you're a Gemini. All of my readings are $16 right now, except for the healing the father wound, that's $26, and the Juneteenth is $19, and that's all month long. So if you want a reading, hit me in the comments, or just email me at Ashley. Excuse me, I can't even talk. AshleyHurt2013@gmail.com, and that is Ashley, ASHLEY, Hurt, HURT. What else? There's something else. Jesus, I'm losing it. Yeah, that's all month long. And I feel like there was something else I needed to say, and it's just not coming to me. Oh, also like, share, and subscribe. Also, we're trying to get 10 subscribers. We're at 9. I want to say thank you to all that have watched my videos. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those shares and subscriptions up, because once I get to 10 subscribers, I want to give out a free, reading to anyone. So, yes. And thank you for your support. Have a good night.